You know that feeling, don't you? That emptiness inside your chest that doesn't go away no matter what you do. That weight you carry every single day, hoping that somehow, somewhere, you'll find a moment of real peace. You've been searching for it, haven't you? Maybe you looked for it in the company of others, thinking that if you just had the right people around you, the quiet would finally come. Maybe you searched for it in staying busy, filling every hour of your day so you wouldn't have to sit still with your own thoughts. Maybe you looked for it at the bottom of a bottle, in the distraction of the television, in the noise of the world that promised to drown out the silence of your soul. And Christmas comes every year, doesn't it? The lights go up, the music plays, the decorations shine bright, and everyone talks about joy and peace and love. But you look around and wonder, where is that peace for me? You see it in the store windows, you hear it in the songs, but you don't feel it in your heart. Instead, you feel more alone than ever. Because Christmas has a way of showing us what we don't have. It shows us the empty chair at the table. It reminds us of the relationships that broke. It brings back memories of better times that are gone now, and it makes us ask, will I ever feel that kind of peace again? Let me tell you something true today. Something you need to hear. You've been looking for peace in places that were never meant to give it to you. And I don't say that to hurt you. I say it because I know the pain of searching and coming up empty-handed every single time. We are human. We are broken. We are desperate for relief from the heaviness of life. And so we reach for whatever is closest, whatever promises to make the pain stop, even if just for a moment. We reach for control. We reach for comfort. We reach for other people to fix what's broken inside us. But they can't. They were never meant to. The peace you're looking for, the peace that Christmas whispers about in every song and every prayer, that peace doesn't come from the outside. It doesn't come from having everything together. It doesn't come from a perfect family or a full bank account or a house full of people. It doesn't even come from good health or good circumstances. Because if it did, then the moment those things changed, your peace would disappear. And that's what's been happening, hasn't it? You thought you had peace, and then something shifted, something broke, someone left, and suddenly that peace was gone. Because it was never real peace to begin with. It was just a temporary relief. A band-aid on a wound that needed real healing. Real peace, the kind that lasts, the kind that holds you even when everything else is falling apart. That peace can only come from one place. And deep down, you already know where that is. It comes from God. It comes from the one who sent his Son on that first Christmas night, not to a palace, not to comfort, not to ease, but to a humble stable, to a world that didn't understand, to a people who were searching just like you are now. Jesus came into the mess of humanity because he knew we couldn't find our way out on our own. He knew we would look in all the wrong places. He knew we would wear ourselves out trying to create peace with our own hands. And he came to say, stop, rest. I am here. The peace you're looking for is already here, waiting for you. But we don't want to stop, do we? We don't want to rest. Because stopping means admitting we can't do it ourselves. Resting means letting go of control. And that's terrifying. So we keep running. We keep searching. We keep trying to fill the emptiness with anything and everything except the one thing that would actually fill it. We avoid the stillness because in the stillness, we have to face ourselves. We have to face our failures, our regrets, our pain. And we think if we just keep moving, maybe we won't have to feel it so deeply. But it doesn't work that way. The pain follows us. The emptiness grows. And the more we search outside of God, the further we get from the peace we so desperately need. If this message is touching your heart right now, if you're feeling seen and understood in this moment, I want to ask you something. Would you take a second and hit that subscribe button? And leave a like on this video? Not for me, but so that more people who are searching just like you can find these words. So that someone else who feels lost and tired and empty can stumble upon this message and know they're not alone. Your one small action can help carry hope to someone who needs it today. Christmas is coming again. And this year can be different. Not because your circumstances will change. Not because everything will suddenly fall into place. But because you can finally stop searching in the wrong places. You can finally turn toward the one who has been waiting for you all along. The one who sees your weariness. The one who knows your pain. The one who whispers in the quiet of your heart, "Come to me." Stop running. Stop striving. Stop trying to create peace on your own. I am your peace. I have always been your peace. And I will give you the rest your soul has been crying out for. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to clean yourself up first. You just have to come, broken as you are, tired as you are, empty as you are. Because God doesn't wait for you to get better before He offers you peace. He offers it right now, in the middle of the mess, in the middle of the searching, in the middle of the pain. He offers it freely. He offers it completely. And He's been offering it all along. You just didn't know where to look. But now you do. Now you know. The peace of Christmas, the real peace, the lasting peace, is found in Him. Only in Him. And it's time to stop searching everywhere else and finally come home. So what does God's peace actually look like? How will you know when you've found it? Because I'll tell you something that might surprise you. God's peace doesn't look like what the world told you it would. It doesn't mean everything in your life suddenly gets easy. It doesn't mean all your problems disappear overnight. It doesn't mean you'll never cry again, or never feel pain again, or never have another hard day. That's not what God's peace is. And if you're waiting for that kind of peace, you'll be waiting forever. Because that's the world's definition. And the world's definitions always fall short. God's peace is different. The Bible calls it a peace that passes all understanding. Do you know what that means? It means it doesn't make sense. It means you can have it even when nothing around you is peaceful. You can have it in the storm. You can have it in the loss. You can have it in the uncertainty. You can have it when your body is failing, when your bank account is empty, when the people you love have walked away. You can have peace in the middle of circumstances that should break you. And that's how you know it's from God. Because it's not natural. It's not logical. It's supernatural. It's a gift that only He can give. I think about Mary, the mother of Jesus. Think about her for a moment. She was young. She was afraid. Her life was about to change in ways she couldn't even imagine. And an angel came to her and said, "Don't be afraid. Peace be with you. God has chosen you." And Mary could have said no. She could have run. She could have let fear win. But instead, she said yes. She surrendered. She trusted. And in that moment of surrender, even though nothing in her circumstances looked peaceful, even though she didn't know what was coming, she found peace. Real peace. The kind that holds you when you don't understand. The kind that whispers, "It's going to be okay," even when you can't see how. That's the peace God wants to give you this Christmas. Not a peace that depends on everything going right. But a peace that stays with you even when everything goes wrong. A peace that isn't shaken by bad news. A peace that doesn't crumble when plans fall apart. A peace that remains steady when everyone else is panicking. Because it's rooted in something deeper than circumstances. It's rooted in trust. It's rooted in knowing that God is in control even when you're not. It's rooted in the promise that He works all things together for good, even the things that hurt, even the things that don't make sense right now. But here's the hard part. To receive that peace, you have to let go. You have to stop trying to control everything. You have to stop demanding that life look a certain way before you allow yourself to rest. You have to release your grip on all the things you've been holding onto so tightly, all the things you thought would save you, and you have to open your hands and say, "God, I give this to you. I can't carry it anymore. I've been trying and I'm exhausted. I need you to take it. I need you to give me what I can't give myself. I need your peace." And when you do that, when you finally surrender, something shifts. The weight lifts. The tightness in your chest eases. The racing thoughts slow down. Not because anything changed on the outside, but because everything changed on the inside. You stopped fighting. You stopped resisting. You stopped pretending you had it all under control. And in that moment of honesty, in that moment of surrender, God meets you. He wraps his arms around you. He whispers, "I've got you. I've always had you. You were never alone in this." And the peace that floods your soul is unlike anything you've ever felt before. You know what else? God's peace brings clarity. When you're running around searching for peace in all the wrong places, your mind is chaos. You can't think straight. You make decisions out of fear, out of desperation, out of the need to just feel better right now. But when God's peace settles over you, suddenly you can see clearly. You can hear his voice. You can discern what's true and what's a lie. You can make decisions from a place of rest instead of panic. You can trust the process instead of trying to force outcomes. You can wait on his timing instead of rushing ahead on your own. If you're still watching, if these words are speaking to something deep in your spirit, would you do me a favor? Hit that like button. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who's been searching for peace just like you have. Someone who's tired and worn out and ready for something real. Your sharing might be the very thing that leads them to the peace they've been crying out for. Don't underestimate the power of one small act of obedience. God's peace also brings purpose. When you're at peace with God, you stop living for all the wrong reasons. You stop chasing approval. You stop trying to prove yourself. You stop measuring your worth by what you have or what you've accomplished or what other people think of you. Instead, you start to understand that your worth was already decided the moment God created you. You are loved. You are valued. You are seen. And nothing you do or don't do will ever change that. That truth, when it really sinks in, changes everything. It sets you free. Free to be who God made you to be. Free to live without fear. Free to give without expecting anything in return. Free to love without holding back. Free to rest without guilt. This Christmas, God is offering you that peace. Right now. Right where you are. You don't have to wait until you feel worthy. You don't have to wait until your life looks better. You don't have to wait until you've made amends or fixed your mistakes or gotten your act together. He's offering it today. This very moment. All you have to do is receive it. All you have to do is say yes. Yes, God, I want your peace. Yes, I'm tired of searching everywhere else. Yes, I'm ready to trust you with my life, with my pain, with my future. Yes, I believe you when you say you will never leave me or forsake me. Yes, I receive the gift you're offering me today. And when you say yes, everything begins to change. Not all at once, maybe. Not in the ways you expect. But deep down, where it matters most, you will feel the shift. You will know that you're not alone anymore. You will know that the searching is over. You will know that you've finally found what you've been looking for all along. The peace of God. The peace that Christmas is really about. The peace that lasts. There's a reason Christmas feels so powerful. There's a reason it stirs something deep inside us every single year. It's not just the lights or the music or the traditions. It's because Christmas reminds us of home. Not the house we grew up in. Not the place where we live now. But home in the truest sense. The place where we belong. The place where we're fully known and fully loved. The place where we can finally stop pretending and just be. That home is with God. And Christmas is his invitation to come back. To stop wandering. To stop searching. To come home to the peace that's been waiting for you all along. Maybe you've spent years running from God. Maybe you thought he was angry with you. Maybe you thought you'd gone too far, done too much, messed up too badly for him to want you back. Maybe shame kept you away. Maybe pride did. Maybe you just didn't believe he could really love someone like you. But I'm here to tell you today that none of that is true. God has never stopped loving you. Not for 1 second. Not through any of it. Every mistake you made, every wrong turn you took, every time you chose something else over him, he was still there. Waiting. Watching. Hoping you'd turn around and see him standing there with open arms. The story of Christmas is the story of God coming to find us. We couldn't reach him, so he came down to us. We couldn't save ourselves, so he sent a Savior. We couldn't fix what was broken, so he made a way where there was no way. That baby in the manger, born in the humblest of places, that was God saying, I love you so much that I will meet you right where you are. I will come into your pain, into your darkness, into your mess, and I will be the light. I will be the hope. I will be the peace you've been searching for your whole life. And that gift, that incredible gift of God coming to us, it didn't stop on that first Christmas night. It continues today. Right now. For you. Jesus didn't just come 2,000 years ago. He's still coming. He's still reaching. He's still knocking on the door of your heart saying, let me in. Let me give you what you need. Let me heal what's broken. Let me fill what's empty. Let me be your peace. Not just at Christmas, but every single day. In every season. In every struggle. In every moment when you feel like you can't go on. I am here. I am with you. And I will never leave you. So what does it mean to come home? It means you stop running. It means you turn toward God instead of away from him. It means you bring him everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, the shameful, the painful, all of it. You lay it at his feet and you say, I can't do this alone anymore. I need you. I've always needed you. And I'm done pretending I don't. It means you let him into the parts of your heart you've kept locked up. The parts you didn't think anyone could love. The parts you were sure would make him turn away. But he doesn't turn away. He never does. He looks at every broken piece of you and he says, I can work with this. I can make something beautiful out of this. Trust me. Coming home also means you stop trying to earn God's love. You stop thinking you have to be good enough or do enough or prove yourself worthy. You accept that his love is a gift. It's free. It's already yours. You can't add to it and you can't take away from it. It just is. And when you really understand that, when that truth settles deep in your bones, it changes how you live. You stop striving. You stop performing. You stop exhausting yourself trying to measure up. You rest in the knowledge that you are already loved, already accepted, already enough, just as you are. And here's what happens when you come home to God's peace. You start to see your life differently. The things that used to feel like the end of the world don't carry the same weight anymore. The losses you thought would destroy you become places where God's grace showed up in ways you never expected. The hard seasons you walked through become testimonies of his faithfulness. The pain you thought was pointless becomes purpose when you realize how it shaped you, how it softened you, how it taught you to depend on him in ways you never would have otherwise. Nothing is wasted with God. Nothing. He takes every single thing and weaves it into something meaningful. Something redemptive. Something beautiful. Before we finish, if this message has meant something to you, if you feel like God has been speaking to you through these words, would you take a moment to subscribe to this channel? And hit that like button. It helps us reach more hearts that need to hear this truth. More people who are searching for peace. More souls who need to know they're not alone and that God is waiting for them with open arms. Your support makes a difference. Thank you. This Christmas doesn't have to be like all the others. It doesn't have to be another year of going through the motions, smiling on the outside while feeling empty on the inside. It doesn't have to be another season of pretending you're okay when you're really not. This can be the Christmas when everything changes. Not because your circumstances change, but because you do. Because you finally stop searching in all the wrong places and you come home. Home to the God who made you, who knows you, who loves you more than you can even comprehend. Home to the peace that's been waiting for you all this time. God is not far away. He's not distant or cold or uninterested in your life. He's right here. Right now. Closer than your next breath. And he's saying to you today, come home. Stop carrying that weight alone. Stop pretending you're fine when you're falling apart. Stop searching for something only I can give you. Come home to me. Let me give you the peace your soul has been crying out for. The peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. The peace that holds you in the storm. The peace that whispers, you're going to be okay, because I am with you. The peace that only I can give. You don't have to wait another day. You don't have to walk through another Christmas feeling empty and alone. Today is the day. Right now is the moment. Say yes to God. Open your heart to Him. Let Him in. And watch as He does what only He can do. Watch as the peace that passes all understanding fills every empty place inside you. Watch as hope begins to rise again. Watch as you finally feel at home in your own soul because you're at home with Him. This is the gift of Christmas. This is what it's always been about. God coming to bring us peace. Real peace. Lasting peace. The peace we've searched for everywhere else and never found. Until now. Until we stopped searching and started surrendering. Until we stopped running and came home. And when you come home to God, when you rest in His peace, you'll realize something beautiful. You were never really lost. He knew exactly where you were the whole time. He was just waiting for you to be ready to let Him carry you. And now you are. Now you're ready. So come home. Come home to the peace that's been waiting for you all along. Come home to the God who loves you more than words can say. Come home and rest.